आज की कहानी, आज की class is about idioms, but
Mm,
not these general idioms.
okay.
You might have heard of idioms starting with man of. Oh,
Good
morning,
morning, sir.
morning. How are you,
Yeah, I'm fine,
Saraswati?
sir. Thank you for asking. What about you, sir?
Yeah, all fine. We had a meeting with some other platforms. I'm working for other platforms. So morning, 7 to 7:45, 7:50. We had just finished the meeting. I had my coffee, and I
Mm-hmm.
just dashed for this.
And
We are we are
usually at what
like
time you get up in the morning? 5.
I go
Good.
out. I go for walk. So sometimes I go for walk, and otherwise I'll go to the gym. We have a gym in my apartment.
Okay.
So how's things? All good?
Yeah, all good.
Nice. I'll give you a word. Try to find out. Have you heard this word? Narcissism. Narcissistic.
Narcissism.
Some people are there, they are self centered. They think only about themselves, and they feel what they tell is right, what they feel is right, because their whole life revolves around themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Such people are called as narcissists. And that
Narcissism.
feeling, that attitude is called as narcissism. A
Narcissism.
narcissistic personality disorder. There are some people, they always think about, see, what I will get in that, what is my benefit in that, if I do this to him or her, what is my benefit, what is my profit? That
Mm-hmm.
have you heard such people? Egocentric people, egotism, or egoistic,
Egoistic.
narcissistic. You know anybody, any such people? You can, for the time being, you can use the word self-centered.
Self-centered.
Self-centered, मैं कुछ भी बोलो, मैं इसमें मेरा क्या होगा, मेरे लिए क्या मिलेगा, इसमें
Mm-hmm.
क्या, मेरा क्या बेनिफिट है.
Mm-hmm.
And also what he thinks, what he feels, what he says is ultimate.
Mm-hmm.
All others are not even at par with him. At
Mm-hmm.
par means equal.
Yes.
They mostly they belittle others. You know what is
Mm-hmm.
belittle? Belittle, दूसरों को छोटा करना, दूसरों को
Mm-hmm.
इंसल्ट करना, दूसरे का अरे यार वो ये क्या है, इसको कुछ नहीं पता.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of people around us in our society.
Yes.
Narcissistic attitude, or that's called as narcissism.
Yes.
Do you know anybody?
Yes, there are so many people who are
What they do?
narcissists.
So how do you identify these people? How can like, no, maybe you won't be telling them on the face, but after talking to them, after the conversation, you may comment, or you may tell, oh my god, that person is such a narcissist, such a narcissistic attitude. You might
Mm-hmm.
even tell your husband, your dad, maybe some of your relatives. Now I have one friend, my classmate.
Mm-hmm.
Just because of that fellow, I had to quit the group. We have a WhatsApp group, and every now and then he will post something and he will show attitude. We'll say, oh, too much of attitude. You know
Mm-hmm.
what is this attitude? The feeling that I'm the best.
I'm the best. Yeah.
Yeah, no one else is even at par with him.
Yes.
This is called as narcissistic, or people with such ideas is called self-centered. So how do you how okay, what is your experience with a narcissistic person?
Uh, yes, there are lots of people who are means whose behavior is self-centered
Hmm.
and means they have a lot of ego.
Hmm.
Yes,
Okay. Hmm. So how do you identify what are the characteristics of a narcissist?
narcissist person always think about their benefit
Yes. No,
and
though you said someone with who is a narcissist. So how do they behave with you? How
Yeah,
do they
means I
behave with
always
you?
talk about himself, his benefit. Along with that, मैंने ये किया है. I am means I do this work.
Mhm,
Suppose is there is some group is there and every
mhm.
person is sharing the same work,
Uh-huh.
but he or she always try to say that yes, I did this work.
Yes.
Yes,
Kind of
and
arrogance. What do you think?
arrogant. Yes,
Arrogance. They are
yes,
arrogant. They will not listen to others.
yes,
They will not consider the viewpoints of others opinion. They don't give a damn about what
yes,
Saraswati is thinking, what Nankumar is thinking, or what is their opinion. We should consider, because when you are in a group, when you are talking, when you are conversing with anyone or interacting with someone, we should give and take an opinion. There is a, if do you argue with people, Saraswati? Do you argue on any
sometimes I
matters?
argue.
Mhm.
Sometimes I argue, not outside people, in my
Maybe you argue
family.
with your husband, maybe argue with your
Yes,
daughter, maybe you argue with your parents.
yes.
So, generally, what is the topic of argument?
Lots of topic for the argument. As when I was in means 12th, I just completed my 12th, so I
Mhm.
want to study more. So because of
Okay.
that, I did lots of argument with my parents. I
Yeah.
want to
You
look.
want to do a specific course, you want to go to a particular college or university. Maybe
Yes,
your dad said no. He
yes,
tried to convince you, and you tried to convince them.
yes.
Ultimately, who was the winner?
I am the winner.
And you got what you wanted. You
Yes,
got what you wanted.
yeah.
But after that argument, you won the argument. How was your dad feeling? Was he happy, or he was feeling a bit sad? Oh, my daughter argued with me. I could
That
not win the
time,
argument.
that
So,
time he was sad, but now he is happy. Whatever decision I have taken.
on a hindsight,
Yes,
because sometimes what happened is, like, when you talk or when you do something, you don't know what is going to be the outcome,
yes,
whether it will be a successful decision or it will be a failure. But
yes,
after some time, you can say, oh, on the hindsight, I feel like, whatever decision I took, that was absolutely right or
yes,
wrong.
yeah,
So always the people, the people, wise people, they always say that to win an argument, if you want to win an argument, it's better not to involve in an argument. Don't go
yes,
for an argument, because most of the arguments will end up in a fight.
yes,
That is the normal human tendency or human psychology,
yes,
because everybody wants to win an
mm,
argument. Suppose I argue with you. Suppose I say something, like, or you say, "Oh, narcissist means this is not. This is a meaning is wrong. What you're
mm,
talking is absolutely wrong." Then we start an argument, maybe
yes,
heated exchange of words. Finally, you will prove that you are right and I am wrong.
mm,
But I will be a wounded person. I'll feel bad. I'll feel sad.
yes,
No, because I lost the argument.
mm,
I could not win, because people, those who have tasted success, they always want to win and win and win, even if it's a minor argument.
yes,
They don't want to lose. They want to continue their winning streak. Always,
yes,
every day. Even with children, they don't want to lose. Even with the
mm,
parents, they don't want to lose. They want even an argument. Other competitions, of course, because you are egotistic. You
mm,
have that ego. Like, if there is a competition, music competition, I want to be the winner. If there's a dance competition, I want to be the winner. Even if I'm dead, I want to be the point of attraction.
mm,
No,
yes,
everybody will be talking about you. That's it. So the best way to win an argument is to avoid an argument.
yes,
So when you are arguing with your friends or relatives and you lose, imagine you lose because they are right. So what will you say? You will agree, oh yeah, Baba,
yes, you are
you are
correct. I am
you
easily
are
I can
correct.
say
I
yes,
was
you are
wrong.
correct. yes,
what my perception was different, so I thought it was working in that way, but now
yes,
you have opened my eyes, you
yes,
have imparted some knowledge on this regard, so and thank you very much for this. So it's my mistake.
yeah,
That is बड़प्पन बोलते हैं ना. If you realize something, you made something wrong, and if you go straight and give your hand and shake hands and tell, or give a hug and tell, I was wrong, you
yes.
are right. How many people can say that? Do you think everybody can say
Very
that?
few people say
Very few can go and do that,
yes,
can accept their mistake,
yes,
accept criticisms,
yes,
accept failures.
yeah,
But if you make it as a practice to how to accept failures, because you are never taught how to accept failures, because you are 99% of the time you are taught to be a successful person. Success, examinations, schools, colleges, university,
yes,
job interviews, in the job, promotions, increments, everywhere, success, 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 and success. You never heard about the importance of failures.
failure.
Importance of failures, yes, that's also important. If you fail, then you know how sweet is success.
Yes,
If you get some health issues, then you will realize the greatness of a healthy body. Oh my
yes,
God. No, even you have a cold, you have a bad headache, a cough, then you will
yes,
realize, oh my God, last week how healthy I was. I never
yes,
had any problems at all. So if you
yeah,
go for one day hospitalization, one day doctor, then you will realize the value of well-being and health.
yes,
Right?
yes,
That's it. So let's talk about we have been every time we used to talk about vocab and idioms, phrasal
yes.
verbs. So these are all good if you can use some of these idioms and phrasal verbs, and a good vocab is good. So we have discussed many idioms. Can you tell me one or two idioms which you can remember?
Yes, out of as we are discussing
Don't tell
this
me
out of
piece
the
of cake,
blue.
piece of cake, piece of cake, piece of cake. Everybody will say it's a cake or out of blue. That's a good one. We are
Yeah,
wearing
out of blue.
blue dress. So out of blue.
Yeah,
What's the meaning? Out of blue.
unexpected because this thing
Hmm.
was unexpected and it happens because we are not expecting. I was not expecting that we are today. We will discuss this topic.
Yeah.
So
I
and this
was
happens.
I was just watching the TV, and I don't know what I was thinking. Out of the blue, an idea cropped in. Or
Yeah,
out of the blue, I got a knock at my door.
yeah,
And there stands my dad.
yes.
अचानक. हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं?
Achanak.
अचानक.
Yeah,
जैसे हम लोग कभी सोचा नहीं था. Out of the blue.
yeah.
Can you tell another idiom with blue?
Um, another idiom of blue.
With blue. Hmm.
Um,
You know that every time you use that.
I'm over the moon.
Blue, blue.
Blue.
Blue color. Because we are wearing blue.
Mm-hmm. Means, we are topple. Yeah, no, sorry. We are twinning.
We are twinning. So there is another idiom with the word blue. Out of the blue, I got a call from my manager. Out of the blue, my daughter called me. Out of the blue, I got this. अचानक 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 बहुत चीजें होते हैं life में. So another idiom, you know it 100%. You have used it several times, but you know you are not able to recollect. Once in a blue moon.
Once in a
Once
blue
in a
moon.
once in a
Once
blue
in a
moon.
blue moon.
Yeah.
Once in a blue moon. Yes.
तो another blue idiom is अगर आपको आज थोड़ा परेशानी लगता है यार, आज सरस्वती, you are not in a good mood. Why are you looking so blue? Why are you looking so blue?
So sad. Why are you
So
looking?
sad. Why are you looking so blue? So it is an idiom of sad. So आज की कहानी, आज की class is about idioms, but
Mm-hmm.
not these general idioms.
Okay.
You might have heard of idioms starting with man of. Man of the match.
Man of the match. Means
Man
you
of,
are.
man of, man. So many idioms are there. Man of.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'll give you an example, then you will get to know many other idioms, and it's very easy to remember, recollect, and use and reuse. A man
Okay.
of his words.
Man of this world.
Man of his words.
This words.
Man of his words.
Man of
W.
his words.
Yes.
Means he always say that I am correct.
Man of his words. जो वादा किया तो निभाना
Yes,
पड़ेगा.
yes,
जो वादा किया तो वो निभाना पड़ेगा.
yeah,
Can you sing one line?
yes, yes.
जो वादा किया तो निभाना पड़ेगा.
Oh wow, you are good singer.
So man of his words. जो प्रॉमिस करेगा वो
Man of
वो प्रॉमिस के एकदम करेगा, पीछे नहीं हटेगा.
yes.
Okay. Or you can say she is a woman of her words.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Man of his words and woman of her words.
Words.
Clear? See, अभी गाना गाया तो आपको अभी you should never forget it. Oh, he
Yes.
said. So, do you know anyone in your life who is man of his words? Husband, papa,
Husband is always
always
yes,
first priority.
yes.
So, can you elaborate one event or incident where he promised and somehow he managed to keep up his words?
Sorry, but I
Huh? Anything,
realize
anything, anything.
I didn't make this.
You are good at cooking, I know.
Yeah, I learned this from you only. Okay, I
You learned it
continue to
from
help
me.
you.
Thank God. Okay, okay, go ahead. Show
Yes,
me your cooking expertise, culinary expertise.
yes. Uh, I had a friend, but now she is not in my connection because we have no means mobile number and but in my school days I had a friend and we were means best friend and whatever she told always means she is a woman of her words
Hmm.
and every time whatever we did promise to each other
Hmm.
we always do that did that.
आपका college days में was there any classmates who were woman of her words or man of his words?
One sir was there. He is the man of his words. Yes.
Always try to use this. A man of few words. A man of few words.
Means whatever she told does not do that.
No, promise wala to man of his words. His
Mhm.
words. This is a second idiom. Man of
Few
few
words.
words. मितभाषी.
Uh-huh.
मितभाषी. कम बोलने वाला. लेकिन जो बोलेगा that is सुपर बोलेगा.
Yes.
इसी में पूरा एसेंस देगा. लेकिन like there are people who are chatterbox. Gir,
Mm.
gir, 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 they're talking. They will speak 1 mile in 1 minute. But there are people who are honic,
Mm.
means कम बोलने वाला. लेकिन जो बोलेगा सही बोलेगा.
Yes.
What is the idiom? What is the idiom?
Man of few words.
Man of few. My grandpa is a man of few words. My grandma is a woman of few
Few words.
words. जो कम बोलता है. कुछ लोग है, बहुत लोग ऐसा है. हम
Hmm.
लोग तो चिल्लाते रहते हैं, हंसते रहते हैं, जोक मारते हैं, ये करते हैं, वो करते हैं, लेकिन कुछ लोग का ऐसा होगा कि दे माइट बी रीडिंग सम बुक्स और दे मे बी लिसनिंग टू अस, बट दे स्पीक वेरी लिटिल. Such
Yes.
people, there is like in English, if ज्यादा बोलने वाला chatterbox को loquacious बोलते हैं. He's a loquacious
Yes.
person,
Yes.
and the opposite is laconic person.
Laconic. Laconic.
Laconic. So, do you know anybody who is a man of few words?
Yes, I know.
Who is that?
Even in my family, my father-in-law is he is a
Father-in-law
man of
is a
few
man
words.
of few words. ये
Yeah.
नहीं कि वो बोलते नहीं है, लेकिन जब बोलेगा, he will give you the correct,
Yes.
the essence of what he says will be the best. He will use
Yes.
few words, few sentences to convey the impactful thought.
Yes.
ज्यादा नहीं बोलते. कुछ लोग हैं पार्लियामेंट में भी, है ना, वाजपेयी, अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी, ही यूज्ड टू स्पीक लेस,
Yes.
बट
Yes.
जब बोलेगा, जब मुंह खुलेगा, कोई
Hmm.
आदमी उसके सामने नहीं आ सकता.
Yes.
It's a man of few words.
Few words.
Man of few words. And the other one, man of his
His
words.
word.
जो वादा करने वाला है वो निभाते
Hmm.
हैं. ये
Yes.
छोटा काम करता है, थोड़ा थोड़ा. Man of many parts.
Man of many
Man of many parts.
many paths.
Parts. P-A-R.
P-A-R-T.
Man of many parts.
Mm.
Guess, give a guess.
Give means he talk
A man who
who talk
has
all the time.
variety of talents,
Variety of
knowledge in different subjects,
okay. Man of
different. He can be a singer, he can be a dancer, he can be a composer, he can be a writer, he can be a doctor, he can be an engineer. So he knows so many things. Not simply knowledgeable, he's master in those subjects.
yes.
Man of many
Man of
parts.
many parts.
Do you know anybody in your family, neighborhood, college, anybody? Man of many parts.
In my family, my father is
Many party. What are
yes.
what are the subjects? What are the topics he knows?
He knows his field very well. Along with that, he is a homeopathic doctor too. He didn't complete any
Ah,
course, but he is very good doctor. Means he has a good knowledge of that homeopathic.
so Saraswati is a homeopathic doctor, for example. She is a
Mm,
good cook. She is a YouTuber. She is an English teacher. She's a dancer. She is a badminton player. She's a soccer player.
mm,
Woman of many parts.
yes,
Woman of
many
many
parts.
parts. Our last idiom, where we use this man of the match normally in sports.
In sports,
In
yeah,
sports,
yes,
in sports, we use man of the match.
yeah,
But now we don't use man of the match.
okay,
Why? Like generally, we have heard in cricket we use man of the match. Man of the
yeah,
match award goes to Virat Kohli. Man of the
yes,
match award goes to Mahendra Singh Dhoni.
mm-hmm.
So now because cricket is now played by women,
Mm-hmm.
so for we cannot say man of the match. We have to
Women
say
of the match, woman of
woman
the
of the match.
woman of
Woman of the match.
the
All
mm-hmm.
right. So
Yes,
what do you do? What do you do? Woman of the match. So now they change it to player of the match.
player of
Player of the match. We don't say Virat Kohli is the man of the match. We say Virat Kohli is the player of the match. Mithuraj is the player of the match.
mm, okay,
Got it?
got it, yes,
So simple four idioms. You can use it anywhere. Man of his words, man
yes,
of few words, man of many parts, man of Steel. Uh-huh. Man of steel.
Man of steel.
Man of steel. Steel. मैन ऑफ स्टील. गुजरात में एक स्टैच्यू है मैन ऑफ स्टील. वल्लभ भाई
Vallabhbhai
पटेल.
Patel. Vallabhbhai Patel. Yes.
मैन ऑफ स्टील. Not physically man of steel, mentally man of steel. Solid, strong spirit,
Yeah.
man of steel.
Man of steel.
So there are many idioms. We will discuss three or four more in our next session. You have